Hello everybody, my name is Calgon3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one we are doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta analysis post-December 2020 ban list. The most significant bans in the last ban list was Link Ross, Dragon Buster, Destruction Sword, and Smoke Grenade of the Thief. And then they had the whole semi-limited going all the way to limited, besides like 2 cards, but that's about it. That was basically it for the ban list. So that did switch up a meta a little bit, especially because Link Ross was in a lot of combos. Smoke Grenade was in the Infernobles, and Dragon Buster, Destruction Sword was used with Union Carrier, going into preventing your opponent going to the extra deck. But yeah, we're going to go over some meta cards first, not particularly in a certain deck, just a card in general that's going to be in a meta no matter what. So yeah, let's just get straight into the first meta card I have is VFD, also known as True King of All Calamities. This somehow didn't even hit the ban list. A lot of people were just speculating maybe it will get limited so that Virtual Worlds don't try to go into double True Kings of All Calamities. Now, again, especially since with the Link Ross being gone, there's going to be a lot of decks that want to go into Calamities now. Basically just prevents your opponent from going a turn, and then like with the Virtual Worlds can destroy it before getting negated to make sure VFD goes through. So yeah, this is going to be very much played, and it's going to be very annoying. And it somehow avoided the ban list, which really sucks. And there's decks are now going to be kind of revolving to going into Calamities now. So yeah. Another card that avoided the ban list, but this time for a little bit of a better reason than the VFD, is Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. The reason why Dragoon didn't really hit the ban list is because no one was really playing it. There was a lot of, because the Crystal and Link Ross combo was just too good to why would you want to go to Dragoon. Now that Link Ross is banned, now you could replace that with Verte and Anaconda, go into Dragoon, have the Dragoon package in your deck. This card is overpowered. Again, it just hasn't seen that much play because there's just been better things than Dragoon. But now that Link Ross is of course banned now, I can see this card of it, especially going up. I already know the Outledge players use this and with Dogmatica as well. So this is just an overpowered card that probably should get banned, or at least its support like Verte and Anaconda and Red Eyes Fusion should get limited or banned, or Verte banned and then Red Eyes limited in a way, because this is just a really stupid card, pretty fucking overpowered if I do say so myself, kind of annoying to play against. So yeah, this is probably going to be shooting up there now that Link Ross. Another meta card that's going to be pretty easy to pull out is Zeus. I don't want to pronounce his full name, but Zeus. Kind of overpowered. If your deck can pull out an XYZ monster, you can pull out Zeus, because all it takes is just attack with an XYZ monster, and then you can pull out Zeus and bury next main phase 2. So yeah, this is a pretty powerful card that's not once per turn, that can send everything on the field to the graveyard, non-targeting, non-destruction. Pretty overpowered if you do say so. Yeah, Zodiac's been taking advantage of this. The whole reason why they came back is because of Zeus. And just, yeah, but then again, any deck that can pull out XYZ monsters can pull out Zeus, and it's a very powerful card. And then the last meta card, if you want to say so for this card at least, is Mystic Mine. This is more of an anti-meta card, basically. This just basically slows down the duel to a point where it's just fucking annoying to play against. It's basically if your opponent controls more monsters than your opponent cannot activate card effects, and then if you whoever controls more monsters, more monsters, they can't activate card effects basically. And that's this is a stupid thing. In my prediction, I thought this might be going to 1, but I never really was 100% sure. This is just annoying, and I mean, dinosaurs and prank kids have been just if shit goes south, you can pull out Mystic Mine and just stall out as long as you can, try to get that, with the time rolls things with the Yu-Gi-Oh right now, just do that, try to get a win through that way. Kind of annoying fucking card to play against. So annoying. I fucking hate this. But yeah, that's the last for the meta cards. Now let's just get on to the meta decks. The first meta deck I have is the Dinosaurs, with Miscellaneousaurus somehow not hitting the ban list when everyone was asking it for to be limited. At least you could have done that, Konami, but no. Let's just leave it at 3, because Miss is not a problem. Yeah, this deck is just going to still be powerful. Misk at 3, making your dinosaurs unaffected by card effects, is always going to be stupid. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is a powerful card for the deck. They have their XYZ monsters, as in Dolka and I forget the other one, Lagia, I think it's the other one, that can just, omni-negate, that's not once per turn. Kind of stupid. Yeah, this deck is definitely going to be, and it can play Mystic Mine as well, which is also fucking stupid. Yeah, this is kind of just a really, really broken deck. Everyone was asking for Mist to at least get limited, and now it did not, and making Dinos probably the best deck now with Link Ross getting bad, hitting Infernobles and Dragon Link. Dinos is probably the best deck right now, but there is another contender, which I'll get into in a second. But yeah, somehow Mist not hitting the fucking ban list makes this deck overpowered as shit, especially with combo decks taking a little bit of a hit. It might take a little bit for them to come back. But yeah, again, this is just stupid and it shouldn't fucking exist. Misses should be on the ban list, but whatever. Dinos is probably the best deck right now. The next deck I have in the meta is Eldritch. Yeah, this is probably the second best deck. It can compete. Now, this is not like me saying, like, oh yeah, this is number one, this is number two. All these decks can compete against each other, and then they have ways to counteract each other. It's just really up to the player at that point. But yeah, Eldritch is definitely fucking a meta deck now. It was kind of in the lower tier because of Infernobles and Dragon Link was up there. But now that Link Ross is, of course, gone, and like I've been saying throughout the whole video, Eldritch is now pretty much up there in tier 1 now. This is just stupid. It's so easy to pull out Eldritch in that deck and control a lot of hand traps. And the fact is, it can be splashed with other cards as well. This card doesn't need a normal summon too, so you can control normal summon cards. And again, it can be splashed with other decks. So speaking of splashing into other decks, it's Zodiac. Zodiac can be splashed in with Eldritch, but again, this is a very good deck on its own as well. It can pull out Zeus because of how many fucking materials it can get onto it. Has an XYZ monster that can attack directly without, even if your opponent has monsters, which is stupid. And then just pull out Zeus main phase 2 is kind of stupid. This is just one card combo out the fucking ass. So yeah, pretty amazing deck. The reason why it's so good right now is because of Zeus. Like I said in the Zeus entry, is because of Zeus. And then it can be splashed with Eldritch as well, is pretty stupid. And then the honorable mention in this is Dogmatica Invoke can also be splashed into it. So basically any one card combo can be splashed in with Eldritch, Zodiac, and Invoke Dogmatica, making them a pretty good deck. Zodiac can also be a standalone deck too. Same thing with Eldritch, but it's more beneficial if you do go into Splash as well. Invoke Dogmatica does have a solo deck as well. So yeah, but Zodiac is pretty fucking amazing, not only as a standalone, but to splash into other decks. Next thing up is the Virtual Worlds. Now, this actually didn't see that much play. I'm speaking from the tournaments that happened this weekend post Banlist. This actually didn't see as much play as you think it was because of how easy, VFD didn't get hit, and this deck can make VFD pretty easily. It's surprising that I didn't get to see that much play. But then again, the past tournaments this weekend were also able to use the Genesis Impact decks, and Diatrons are kind of overhyped because so you can see as a thing as people were just using Diatrons to test out. But then again, Virtual Worlds is still pretty good. VFD not getting hit makes this deck even better. Just because of how easy you can go into Synchro level 9s and go straight into Calamities. And then it has Chuchi to destroy Calamities, just in case your opponent tries to negate it. Those pesky ass motherfuckers, right? Yeah, let's not let those negations go through. So yeah, this is kind of just stupid just because of how easy VFD can be pulled out in this deck. A lot of hand traps can be put in as well, but then again, that's most decks right now. So yeah, and then with Infernoble and Dragon Link gone, they don't really need to worry about those decks anymore. So the best opponent right now is basically Dinos, because just Dinos can just fucking do stupid shit with fucking Mist. That's why. Yeah, and then this can also just pull out other stuff besides Calamities. I mean, the level 9 synchros they have can be pretty good on their own as well, but Calamities put this deck to an even better state at this point. So yeah, that's it for that Virtual World. And then the last thing I have is Dragon Link. Now, this is a very, very... It did get hit down a peg, and that's the reason why all the other decks was above it at this point. But Dragon Link, I think Link Ross getting banned hurts it less than it does the Infernobles. The Infernobles kind of have to switch up their deck fundamentally. Trust me, I know. I've seen your guys' comment section in the Infernoble Knight deck. But yeah, just... Link Ross kind of just sucks more for Infernobles than it does for Dragon Link. Dragon Link, again, instead of going for Crystron and the Crystron Link Ross combo, they can kind of just go into their Dragoonities because, that's what the deck does. This can still pull out pretty good boards. It can go into Boral Sword. It can still do its Guard Dragon LPs that, again, didn't get hit for shit. So, yeah, I mean, it might take a little bit for them to get rised up again. But, yeah, honorable mentions on this, of course, are Infernoble Knights, Invoke Dogmatica as well. But that's kind of more of a splash thing as well with the Eldritch and Zodiacs. And then another thing is Diatrons can be also a meta deck as well, but it just hasn't been released yet at the time of this recording, so I didn't want to put it in this video. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.